is stopped. The Flyers win in a shootout.
Really disappointing we didn't make the playoffs last year.
The Rangers season is over.
The burden falls on everyone. Everyone has to take ownership when you don't make the playoffs, and that's how I took it. Didn't take very long this offseason for me to see, that I really needed to get better and improve my game.
When we went over the roster for this year, Brian was a bubble guy. He's a player that could have been a fourth-line player in New York, or could have been a first-line player in Hartford for our farm team.
I didn't believe that I wasn't going to be here. I went into the summer pretty determined to become a better player.
Glenn and I had talked about a number of players that we thought would benefit from getting some skating instruction in the off-season, and Brian was one of the players that we talked about.
Shoney came to me and said, we have an opportunity for you to work with Barb Underhill out of Toronto. She's really great. She has done some good things with some other guys. It's worth a shot.
When I saw him for the first time, I was excited because I saw he had so much more potential. There was so much more power there than he was using.
I was introduced to power skating very young. I tried to improve my skating pretty much every chance I got since I was younger, because it didn't come as naturally to me, the skating anyway. The game made sense to me, but the skating didn't.
Everything was being pulled side to side.
That's ugly.
Skating so side to side. At first, he kind of looked at me like, okay, what's she going to tell me? She's 5 foot tall, who is this? I don't think he knew anything about me, and I didn't know much about him.
But see how nice, you're bringing that knee right under your hip?
When I got to see Barb, I didn't really expect kind of a breakdown completely of my stride and then a rebuilding of my stride. Just being able to skate like this, and everything's so much more controlled. I can skate at a higher speed with the puck on my stick.
Yeah, we worked on everything from stopping and starting and turning and crossing over and skating backwards and 2-foot skating and coming off the boards with quickness and around the net with quickness.
I just want you to look at the leg cycle. In 2 strides,
That's how much quicker you are.
That's
in 2
wild.
strides.
2 strides,
Yeah.
huh?
Yeah.
It was difficult mentally for the first time I met Barb, and then the next 2 times I saw her, and I kept working on the drills that she told me to do. I could really feel a difference.
We needed to get him in balance. He was out of balance. He was bending from the wrong place, so I had to get him bending lower, bending from the hips. I had to get him to engage his core because his core was not tight. What I want to show you here, this is so cool, is how much quicker your legs are moving under your body now.
Yeah.
It's unbelievable, and it all stems from the core. It's not fun work. It's repetitious. It's boring. There's no pucks. It's really, it's not something they like to do.
I don't think it was very difficult to stick with it. It was kind of do or die at that point.
Big man wheels in, backhand score!
I want to be able to move like a guy who's a lot smaller than me, who's really quick, and I have to be able to do that if I want to be successful.
He came to training camp this year, and he looked like a new player. And not only did he skate better, but his entire demeanor was better.
I think he's got a little more, maybe a little more swagger out there, a little more confidence, and he's skating really well for the size that he is.
When I came into training camp, I had skills and tools that could keep me on this team, and I was looking to advance my role.
There's not many guys of his stature that skate that well. And to change something that you've been doing for already 20 years, it's tough.
Brian Boyle with a beauty of a wrist shot. Boyle with a hit.
Boyle hard to the net, scores! Brian Boyle with a power skating move.
Well, I give a lot of credit to Barb and the power skating for sure, and also my trainer, Brian McDonough too. They came together, they got connected.
Number 22, Brian Boyle.
I'm sure people didn't see me fit in this lineup, but that's totally fine with me because I'm here now.
He makes a lot of good contributions, with his speed and his physicality, and he's potted some big goals for us this year.
Certainly the skating has helped his game. I think the off-season training has helped his attitude and his level of confidence in his own ability. And now he's gone onto the ice and he's just made things happen.
We had key injuries with Gabby, Drew, and then Vinny, and it's given Brian a chance to step up, and it's given him more minutes, and he's made the most of it.
I want to go out and score as many goals as I can for sure. But, sometimes that might not be my role in the game, and if I can do that, that's great. But I need to win more face-offs and have more hits and impact the game in that way.
This year it's been more up than down, and if he continues in that fashion, then he's going to perhaps move into a leadership role. He's going to accept a bigger role within the framework of the team.
It's been good this year to be tapped on the shoulder a little bit more. To be honest, I'm nowhere near where I want to be as a player. Things I'm doing now are going to help me down the line, but I want to be a much better player. I want to be a bigger impact on every single game.